Well, a very good afternoon, everyone. We are at Dungannon 3G this afternoon for this under-16th plate final between Hillsborough boys and Limavady United. Now, Limavady United will be looking to give a better account of themselves this afternoon than their underlings did in the previous game. They ended up getting a thrashing to Windmill Stars. Weather's great today. Blustery conditions. The wind tends to be blowing from the right to left. You'll see that as we go through the action. Limavady United playing in blue today, and Hillsborough in their traditional red with black stripes. And playing for Hillsborough boys today in goal, it's Matthew Heatley, Jake Parker, Dara Donnelly, Russ Neal, Charlie Bland, Zach Creighton, Corey Stitt, Jay Burrell, Francis McCulloch, Con Houston and Charlie Wilson complete your starting lineup. And for Limavady United, it's Matthew Brady, Matt Docherty, Dan Waki Malano that I'm going to have problems with today, so I might just be referring to him as the number 4. Zach McCahan, Aidan Docherty, Adrian McGuinness, Casey Burns, Joe Kane, Bobby Walsh, Colin McLeish and Leon Connolly complete the lineup for Limavady United. And your officials for this game, your referee Mark Irwin and his assistant Octavian George Niescu and Robbie McMinn. So not just almost ideal conditions for a football match today. As I say, there is quite a strong blustery wind. But the main factor, of course, is it's dry. Limavady coming into this game in a stronger position after having won 3 of their last 5. The Hillsborough boys winning just 2 of their last 5. And it's Limavady who are going to be attacking the Hillsborough goal to our right. Final Hillsborough team huddle taking place. And the referee will check with his assistants and we will be underway. This will be a game fought over 35 minutes in each half. And the referee gets us underway. And an early touch for the Limavady goalkeeper. He puts his foot through the ball. It will hold up in the wind. That was quite a decent kick. And a throw into Hillsborough this near side. Donnelly. Bland. Good work by Charlie Bland. Dara Donnelly working hard to get to the ball first. For Hillsborough boys. And the first shot in anger didn't really trouble Matthew Brady. And that Limavady goal. Ross Neal sprays the ball out to the left-hand side. Burrell. The ball thumped clear by Doherty for Hillsborough. The keeper comes a long way before kicking the ball into touch. You see the way the wind held the ball in play there. Here come Limavady. Parker. Ball across by Parker. Puts the goalkeeper under pressure. Goalkeeper comes and punches. Good hands from Heatley. Connolly. Burrell. Good feet from Bland. Ball's now with Houston. Houston sends the ball in towards the box. And there is a shot just over the bar. And that was good play by Hillsborough boys. They have won a corner. It's going to be taken by Con Houston for the team in red, Hillsborough. Now, can he get a useful ball into the box? Here it comes. Danger hasn't gone. And that was quite a wayward effort. The ball, danger hasn't gone yet, though. Oh, good play by the number 9. That's Creighton. And despite the shouts from offside, the referee's assistant encourages us to play on. That's a good ball up the line. And Charlie Wilson finds his goalkeeper, Matthew Heatley. And it's dangerous as Hillsborough play out from the back, the ball eventually going long. Burrell. Nice play by Burns. Burns sets Doherty away. Can Doherty get a cross in? He's pushed further wide. And eventually Hillsborough work the ball out from their own 18-yard box. And a long, optimistic ball forward. A little bit of a heavy emphasis towards optimistic. Now that was an intelligent ball forward, but it shouldn't be a problem for Heatley. Here come Limavady. Bobby Walsh finds Burns. Burns inside the 18-yard box. And that was a saving challenge there from number 4, Darren Donnelly. What will the referee do? Dara taking just a slight risk inside his own 18-yard box. The referee not thinking there was anything wrong with the challenge, and Donnelly encouraged to get on with it. That's a good passage of play from Hillsborough as they stroke the ball from defence into attack. And it's Creighton now. Good effort from Zach Creighton. Although the ball troubled the corner flag more than it troubled the goalkeeper. Did take a deflection though, and it will be a throw-in. And Dara Donnelly just strutting over to take the throw in here for Hillsborough. The Hillsborough players doubling up there on the midfielder. Referee blowing, and that is an easy offside. Houston finds Borrell. The ball thumped clear. Hasn't gone too far though. The danger hasn't gone away. And it's good pressing by Limavady. Plenty of sponsorship and branding the whole way around the outside of the stadium. The main sponsor, of course, of the NIBFA Football League and Cup matches, Subway. And I have to say, it's really nice to see a business putting this amount of sponsorship and effort into the grassroots game rather. A splendid job done by all concerned. And this plate final, the climax of quite a lot of hard fought games to get both these teams here now. Haven't yet really seen a clear-cut opportunity on goal as we approach the 10-minute mark. Hillsborough 0, Limavady 0. Good pressing for Limavady, working hard when they're out of possession of the ball. And not really giving the Hillsborough players time to settle. That was loose from Limavady. They're quite lucky that Jake Parker was able to pick the ball up there, or rather Matt Doherty was able to pick the ball up there. And Limavady working hard on the far side. Now it's Hillsborough looking to head on the counter-attack. And good play by Zach Creighton. And it's the first shot at anger from Hillsborough, straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. And Matthew Brady The Limavady goalkeeper was in a perfect position to catch that ball and furthermore hold on to it. There's good skill from Aidan Docherty. Was Corey Stitt hassled out of the ball? He wanted a wee bit more time. Wasn't allowed that. Jake Parker. A good feet from Charlie Brand. Or Bland, rather. Throw in Hillsborough, far side. We're taken quickly by Jake Parker. And the assistant on the far side raises his flag. Early doors. Another offside. Free kick to Limavady United. Bland. Unable to keep the ball in for Hillsborough. Good play there by Aidan Docherty. Limavady working hard to keep possession on the far side. Throw in taken. So far in the game, both chances falling to Hillsborough. However, they were unable to take advantage of those chances, and we remain goalless. Almost 15 minutes in. Well, you can see some of the tactics initiated by Hillsborough. They seem to want to thump the ball from midfield and long ball forward for Zach Creighton to chase after. And both he and Jay Burrell both tasked with receiving those long passes. Whether that works as a tactic or not, well, we'll find out soon enough. Hillsborough have a throw in, far side. Wilson. It was a wee bit too casual by the Limavady defender. And a bit of danger here. Now they're convinced they should have had a penalty, Hillsborough. The danger hasn't gone yet. And we have the opening goal. Bit of a inquisition going on in the Limavady defence. Hillsborough will not mind that whatsoever. Initially they thought that they should have had a penalty. And some of the Limavady players, including the staff, felt that the ball was handled by the Hillsborough player while he was lying on the ground. But while the Limavady defenders stood around watching, Hillsborough continued to play on, and they've got the result, the opening goal of the game. And plenty of dissension coming from the sidelines here from the coaching staff of Limavady. Pretty much expected, really, when your team goes 1-0 down. And what is it they say? Play to the whistle. Well, that's exactly what the Hillsborough players did. Taking advantage and getting the opening goal. Confirmation of the goal coming from Jay Burrell, the number 11 for Hillsborough. A nice play by Charlie Bland, or not Charlie Bland, Aidan McGuinness. The ball moving quicker than what my eyes are at the moment. But as I say, Aidan McGuinness, nice bit of skill. Wins Limavady a throw in. It'll be taken quickly by Doherty. Thrown up the line. And hooked out of play by Hillsborough. I have a bit of a stoppage in play here. There's still a wee bit of unrest filtering through from the sidelines, and it's still harking back to that penalty. This is good play by Limavady. Danger hasn't gone, and they're continuing to press the Hillsborough defence, who eventually get the ball clear. Trying to mount an attack of their own now. Burrell, the goal scorer. An early ball forward into the 18-yard box. Hillsborough with a man over, and again unable to take advantage. This time it was Dara Donnelly. Eventually got a shot away, but a bit of a tame effort straight down the throat of Brady, and goal for Limavady. And again the opportunity coming to Hillsborough in the shape of a counter-attack and a long ball forward towards the runners. Donnelly with a throw in. Plenty of time for McCulloch, who loses out. Counter attack is on for Limavady. Ball through the middle, cut out again by Hillsborough, who themselves try to mount another attack. Nice feet from Zach Creighton. Gets the ball back again. Creighton takes the shot on, and that's a good save by Matthew Brady. Well, both the number 15 and the number 11 for Hillsborough causing havoc in that 18-yard box. It's Colin Houston now with the corner kick for Hillsborough. Let's float it towards the back post. And there's another shot. And the keeper this time down quickly to his left. Again, good hands. Well done, Matthew Brady. That was good keeping. Casey Burns. And Burns trying to make a nuisance of himself up this near wing. Near side wing. Again, Burns Just unable to profit this time, but the danger hasn't gone as Limavady press. An unfortunate stumble. And Colin McLeish, the number 14 for Limavady, working hard. Well, that's the ball back to the keeper quickly off his line. Puts his foot through the ball. And the danger gone, if only but temporary. Here's Matt Doherty with a throw in for Limavady. Limavady of late have been showing a good spell of form. They've won 3 of their last 5. Their last 10 games, they have won over 50% of their matches, which is a pretty good statistic. Long ball forward from Charlie Wilson. Well, I think some of the Hillsborough faithful thought they should have had a corner there, but there was no deflection, according to our referee and his assistant on the far side. McLeish. Burns. Burns working hard, eventually hassled off the ball. He'll win a free kick though. And that was good play by Casey Burns. Burns convinced that perhaps he was not the best person to take this set play. Here comes the free kick. Driven in towards the back post. Keeper gets a hand to it. The ball's come right back at him. Keeper gets a second hand at it. More or less flopped it the second time. Now, there was a high boot there. And that was headed off the line. Good defensive work by Francis McCulloch. But there was a high boot in there. The referee not interested. And perhaps the staff here on this side of the pitch representing Limavady feel they're a little bit harshly dealt with there because they think they should have had a penalty. As it is, they've got a corner kick. This is good pressure from Limavady. The ball headed clear by Jake Parker. Casey Burns over on the far side this time, obviously given a license to roam. And that's good pressure from Hillsborough, who looked to mount another attack of their own. And striding forward is Jay Burrell, showing a clean pair of heels to Jake Parker, who in fairness worked very hard to get back and win aside a goal kick. The pace in these Hillsborough forwards, though, is quite obvious. 25 minutes in. And it's still 1-0. Here come Limavady. Good ball in from Casey Burns. Keeper comes out, gets something on it. And while the keeper's incapacitated, the shot coming in and just flashing over the bar. Well, the keeper has taken a bit of a knock here. The referee's going to have to stop play. Do we assess the situation? And Matthew Heatley given time initially before the referee waves on the Hillsborough staff who surround the goalkeeper, the players, and quite difficult to see what went on there. But there is an opportunity now for the Limavady players to come over and get some instruction and take in some fluids. Now there will be added time on for this. Time taken to assess the goalkeeper. Hillsborough will not be keen to lose or have to replace their goalkeeper at the early stages of this game. Well, that is a good sign. The goalkeeper is now back on his feet. Now, surely he won't have to leave the field of action before the referee can wave him back on again. That rule does not apply to goalkeepers. But we will have to keep an eye on this because it looks like Matthew Heatley is having trouble running this knock off. Just watch this space, or listen to this space. There's quite a chunk of added on time, one would think. Now, surely the idea from a Limavady perspective would be to pepper the goal and just see how mobile the goalkeeper really is. It sounds easier than it is, I suppose. Here come Hillsborough again, pressing forward. Chance to get a cross, and a decent cross at that. And all things considered, that was a good cross of the ball, but the wind playing its part in it just took it a little further than what was intended initially from the cross. Matthew Brady pumps the ball forward. It looked like a handball there. The referee deciding to continue. And a good ball up the line, looking for Casey Burns. Joe O'Kane trying to put pressure on the goalkeeper. Working hard. O'Kane. The referee blows and decides that challenge was unfair. Burns gets control of the ball. Now here is an opportunity, some 50 yards out. And a chance to put some pressure on Matthew Heatley in goal for Hillsborough. Did that last knock he received, is that going to cause some sort of problems as he deals with this free kick? And there's the ball driven towards the back post. Unfortunately, there was no one there to get on the end of it. Hillsborough showing that they can work the ball out from their own box like the best of them, although they have given away a throw-in on the far side. Zach Creighton. Good feet from Creighton. Ball up the line. And that should be dealt with by Dan Waka, affectionately known to his friends and making it easier for this commentator at least to refer to him as Waka for the remainder of the game. And hopefully if he watches this back, he'll not take offence. Here come Hillsborough. That should be easy for the goalkeeper. And again Brady trying to get Limavady in the front foot. Casey Burns working hard in defence this time for Limavady. Well, no quarter given there between number 17, Con Houston, and Leon Connolly. Limavady first to the ball. That'll be a throw in far side to Hillsborough. Well, we're now officially in what the referee deems as stoppage time as Hillsborough press again. Would be a bit of a disaster for Limavady should Hillsborough score just on the edge of half time. But that's exactly what they're threatening to do. Nice skill from Bland. Now that's a clever one too. Bland picking the ball up again. Can he get a shot away? Bland still on the ball. And eventually it's pumped clear. Bland just overrunning the ball. But again, it's good pressure from Hillsborough. The ball's kept in before bouncing quite comfortably into the hands of Matthew Brady. And for once this afternoon, Casey Burns unable to keep the ball in. Although he has worked well on this right side, Casey. Could be a break on here. And again, the defence split as the ball's knocked forward. But this time it was well swept up by Limavady, who in turn popped the ball forward. But the move breaks down again. But I have to point out that the Hillsborough goalkeeper, Matthew Heatley, is still not moving as freely as he'd like to. Although he didn't have any problems dashing off his line. The referee has blown and brings the end of the end of proceedings for this first half. And it's Hillsborough 1, Limavady United 0. The goal coming from Jay Burrell, and we will be back shortly with the second half. I do hope you can stick around for it. And welcome back, everyone, to the second half of this game. It's the under 16th plate final between the Hillsborough boys and Limavady United. Hillsborough holding a slender lead. The goal coming in the first half, scored by Jay Burrell. And since the goal, Limavady have huffed and puffed, but haven't as yet been able to find a way back into the game. Limavady, playing in blue, will be attacking the goal to our left. A fine day here in Dungannon on the 3G pitches, which can handle all kinds of weather but can't really take into account the wind, and it has been blowing somewhat today. Well, the players are ready, are just ready for our referee today, Mr. Mark Irwin, to get the second half underway. So 35 minutes to go, and that's all that separates these two sides. One goal. Do Limavady have a way back into the game? Well, they'll hope so. There's still time. As far as defeats go, Hillsborough have to go the whole way back to the 30th of March, where they went down to a very good St Mary's side by 4-1. So they can be beaten. There haven't been too many signs of it today. But that was their biggest defeat all season. Well, Heatley still seems to be struggling a little bit with the knock he received in the first half, the Hillsborough goalkeeper. And even though he's just not as mobile as what he'd like to be in goal, Limavady have not been able to put him under any pressure so far. Oh, good play again by the number 17 for Hillsborough. And there's another opportunity. The ball just wouldn't come down. Con Houston getting a right-footed shot away. It just went over the bar. But again, more encouraging signs for Hillsborough. The break could be on for Limavady. Good play from John O'Kane. A wee bit more encouraging for Limavady. It's important that the heads don't drop. Heatley in not too much of a hurry to take this goal kick. He actually beckons his teammate to come and drive the ball forward on his behalf. And Corey Stitt working hard for Hillsborough. Casey Burns, who's having a good game for Limavady, doing the pressing. Heatley quick off his line, puts his foot through the ball. McGuinness. This time Burns unable to catch the football. Nice from Corey Stitt. Well, you can see the Limavady are trying to take advantage of the wind, which is blowing from the right to left. Matthew Brady now driving the ball deep into the 18-yard box of Hillsborough. Joe O'Kane penalised there by the referee. He's adjudged to have fouled the Hillsborough defender. The referee making sure the free kick's taken from the right position. But coaching staff from Limavady urging the referee to insist the game continues and there's no time wasting. And this time, Hillsborough, the beneficiaries of the referee's whistle. There's a shot. Just came out of nothing, really. Not too much sting in the eventual effort, and Brady made it look easy, the save. And that should be back in the arms of Heatley, and indeed, not too much to worry the keeper there. Corey Stitt winning a free kick on the far side. The referee penalising the Limavady player. I must say, all not in agreement this side of the pitch, but it's more pressure for them to try and soak up. Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Jay Burrell doing well for Hillsborough. Bobby Walsh unable to keep command of the football. Bland with the ball forward. Corey Stitt just unable to control that long ball forward. And you can see Matthew Brady encouraged to bring the ball as close to the Hillsborough half as he possibly can. You can see how deep the wind's taking those balls. And that was a left-footed effort. And I use the term effort quite loosely. But it is the turn this half for Limavady to take full advantage of the blustery conditions and the wind in general, as they look to send those long high balls deep into the Hillsborough half of the pitch. Well, the Hillsborough players guilty of just taking too much time on the ball. This is good pressing from Limavady. And that's a loose one, a chance for them to get back into the game, and they have done exactly that. And for the first time in perhaps some time, they put some pressure and tested the injury of Matthew Heatley in goal for Hillsborough. And that was really loose play by the Hillsborough left back. He more or less gifted the ball to the Limavady player, who took full advantage. Well, Limavady are back in it. And I just get the feeling that a decision might need to be made on behalf of the Hillsborough goalkeeper. Just off camera there, I'm not entirely sure what's going on as we pan round. And we can see that it is the goalkeeper that is getting some more attention. And I think that this just might be the end of the road this afternoon for Matthew Heatley in goal for Hillsborough. He has been helped off the pitch, and we are going to have to see a change here. They can confirm that the Limavady equaliser came from their number 12, Connolly, the substitution who came on at half-time. Daniel Connolly, the scorer, wearing number 12. So it's honours evens. And still plenty of time for a twist or turn or two in this game yet. And Hillsborough have had to draft in one of their defenders as a goalkeeper. Now here come Hillsborough. Good pressing again by Limavady. And the makeshift goalkeeper almost straight outside the 18-yard box. But what it looks like to me is Con Houston is now in goal for Matthew Heatley. And mistakes starting to creep in to the Hillsborough game. Just for the first time in the match, they perhaps feel a little bit unsure. They held that 1-0 advantage for just under 3/4 of the game. And it seems that Limavady have found fresh impetus and an extra spring in their step. They've won a throw-in on the far side. Encouragement ringing in their ears from the supporters and from the coaches this near side. And this is a Limavady United free kick just outside the 18-yard box on the far side. Driven in towards the back post, but that's about all on this occasion. Well, thus far, Limavady have been able to test the resolve of the makeshift goalkeeper, and that's a good ball. Again, the defenders fluffing their lines for Hillsborough. Limavady winning a corner now on the far side. And Casey Burns, the man, it could be Bobby Walsh, the number 11, who trots over before deciding if he's going to go short or long. And Limavady encouraged to do something positive with this corner kick, and it comes. And just unfortunate at the back post, the outstretched leg of Dan Waka, as he's affectionately known to his teammates and now this commentator. He swung out a leg, it just couldn't make contact with the ball. Well, good effort from Limavady. Again, further encouragement and better play from Limavady, who are taking really good advantage from the wind. This is much better for Limavady, enjoying a second half in which possibly, just possibly, momentum has turned in their favour. And that'll be a free kick. This time it's the number 10, Corey Stitt, penalised. More or less just jumped into his man. Absolutely no eye for getting on the ball. Look how far out the goalkeeper is. More or less turned into a sweeper there. And I have to say, very, very fast off the line. There's another opportunity. Wasted opportunity. It's one thing to take advantage of the wind from deep inside your own half, but really the closer you get to goal, the less you need to put on a shot. And as you can see from that one, it doesn't take much to take the ball high and over the bar. But as you can see, the momentum has shifted in the game. And most of the running now coming from Limavady United. And Hillsborough less furrows forward. But that looks suspiciously like a foul throw. Or maybe that's just me nitpicking, but and that'll be a goal kick. Well, the sun has decided to make an appearance here this afternoon. It's turned into quite a pleasant day. Some might say a better day for flying kites. And that should be a free kick, and indeed it is to Limavady United. The foul on Aidan Docherty. Casey Burns urged to put the keeper under pressure. Let's see what he can do from this set play. Well, that was a decent enough ball, but unable to find a teammate with the free kick. Still haven't had confirmation of who that is now in goal for Hillsborough boys. I've got a sneaky suspicion that it's Con Houston who swapped jerseys with the stricken Matthew Heatley, who's now sort of sitting past the byline and who may well face a trip to the hospital for an X-ray after the game. Again, a good thumping first tackle from Limavady. Well, that was dangerous. The goalkeeper just about getting to the ball first and clearing for Limavady. But I can't remember the last time that I mentioned the speed of those two Hillsborough forwards. Holloway. And nice skill. Burrell. Finds Donnelly. Gets it back again. Burrell looking to switch the play. Pumps the ball forward. That was a decent enough effort. The danger hasn't gone. This is better from Hillsborough. Nice skill from Bland. Can Bland find a teammate? Well inside the 18-yard box. He tries to cut the ball back. And that was a good tackle. And that was the first time that Limavady United goal has felt threatened. Well, more or less since the Hillsborough goal. And more pressure from Hillsborough. And that wasn't far away. Keeper off his line. Well, the game starting to open up a little bit. And the referee has blown the whistle. Well, he's given Limavady United a free kick in a rather tasty position. It might be a little bit too close to get the shot up and then down again. It's about 23 yards or so out. It's Casey Burns standing over the ball. And again, he's going to try and aim a shot at the makeshift goalkeeper, Con Houston, who's been thrown into the fray. Wall doing its job. Now here come Hillsborough, making strides forward. Jay Burrell just holding onto the ball for too long, much to the annoyance of his teammates. There was a break on for Hillsborough, but they didn't take advantage of it. Burns with the throw in, far side. Here come Hillsborough. Again, the play just breaks down. And now the chase on. Chance here for Hillsborough. Crosses the ball right in front of goal. And that should have been, and that could have been, the lead for Hillsborough, and will go down as a real missed opportunity with just the keeper to beat. The ball was just prodded with no power whatsoever in the general direction of the goalkeeper from 5 yards away, and the opportunity goes. It's moving from end to end though, and it's Limavady's chance to throw a corner in. Burns with that resulting corner. And that wasn't a very good punch. And the shot comes away. It's pinging about and eventually ending up in the arms of the goalkeeper. But it could have went absolutely anywhere, the ball. Well, we've two players down at the moment. The referee might need to stop play. The Limavady United player looks like he's come off the worst. Both trainers encouraged to come on quickly. Well, Zach I thought it was number 15. It's actually not. It's McIntyre, the substitute, down for Limavady. I think he's okay though. I think he's just winded. He's taking plenty of time before he makes his way back up again. And Charlie Bland, the other player, having to take time as the wind taken out of his sails temporarily. They're both okay, both up, both able to continue. And we're seeing another substitution here. On comes number 8, O'Neill, for Limavady. Now they are calling for the referee, who insists nothing happened there, but it's the second time in the game that the coaching staff of Limavady have been looking for something in that 18-yard box, and it's the second time that it hasn't come. Leon Connolly with the throw-in for Limavady. It's a second chance to head the ball in the direction of goal. Hillsborough look to break now. The goalkeeper thought about coming. And another great bit of defending. Last-ditch defending, it has to be said, by Limavady. And more disappointment for Hillsborough. Well, that's the second squandered opportunity for Hillsborough. They could have been 2 goals to the good. As it is, it's still 1 each. 15 minutes of the game left. Well, number 16 for Hillsborough, Hamilton, who was introduced not so long ago, not moving too clever himself. This young lad nearest to me in the pink boots, although he would probably disagree and say that they're not pink, they're purple. Creighton. As Hillsborough look to put more pressure. They have come back into the game a little bit, have Hillsborough. Burrell, the goal scorer. It's been a long while from the goal went in for Hillsborough. And that's a good turn. And the referee has given Hillsborough a free kick on the edge of the 18-yard box. Charlie Bland winning that free kick. Let's see who fancies their chances. The referee marches the ball back the usual 10 steps. Burrell standing over the ball. It's going to be he who has a go here. It wasn't that far away from this near post. Decent effort.
Come on, Limavady.
Well, that long ball pumped up the pitch, worked well for Hillsborough in the first half of the game, but it hasn't been so successful this second half. whether that's down to the fact that they don't have the wind advantage or whether it's down to the fact that Limavady sussed and hence were able to close the door a little bit. Well, that'll be a free kick. Hillsborough far side. That's the Limavady press. It's worked this time. And there's a through ball. And perhaps the shot not the best option taken by Charlie Wilson. A timely intervention by the Limavady defender. This is good pressing by Hillsborough. Laurie more or less tripped over the ball. Now the break could be on for Limavady. Oh, good ball. Ross Neal adjudged to be in an offside position, no doubt. The flag on the far side. Now, what do both these teams have left in the tank? If we don't find a winner, don't forget, we do go to extra time before penalties. Who weren't kind to the other Limavady team, the under-12s earlier on, who well, the referee has blown the whistle. Brings the game to its conclusion. And for the first, not quite sure whether it's 15 or 10. I think it's 10 minutes each way. And I'm not sure if there's an NIBFA official around there, but I just heard one of the coaches asking our cameraman if it was 10 minutes each way. If you're sitting at home on your PC, your smartphone, you're trawling through YouTube and you've come across this game, good afternoon to you. This is a keenly contested affair. It's the under-16s of Hillsborough Boys and Limavady United, and they're playing in this, their under-16s plate final. As you can see, it's one each. We're about to enter the first period of extra time. We do need a winner. and it could go to penalties. It's not the only game that may need to be decided by penalty kicks. We had one earlier on. It was quite an enthralling game as well. And it's the Limavady United players, the first to come out of their team huddle and show that they mean business. No, Hillsborough were in the ascendancy. The second half changed things a little. And now we're back to the way it was in the first half, with Limavady United in like a turquoise blue attacking the goal to our right and gaining advantage for the first 10 minutes or so of the wind at least, or Hillsborough in the red shirts with the black shorts and the black stripes. And the referee gets us underway this first period of extra time. And Waka getting the ball clear for Limavady. It's a no-nonsense challenge. They haven't been shy to put the boot in. It's all been very clean. It's all very above board. And it's also very physical. It has to be said as well that Hillsborough have got one of their outfield players in goal because their goalkeeper, Matthew Heatley, sustained an injury in the first half, and he's subsequently been replaced by Con Houston, who was enjoying himself as an outfield player in the first half of the game and now finds himself the recipient of the yellow jersey and now launching the ball up the park for Hillsborough to chase. And that'll be a Limavady throw-in on the far side. This Limavady side have conceded 9 goals in their last 10 games, so they have done well today to keep it down to 1. Their last game finished on a 0-0 draw, so they've slightly bettered themselves today. This, of course, the most important match they've had all season, and the climax of all their effort and all their endurance to get them to this final. We are, of course, at the 3G pitches in Dungannon. Quite a picturesque background if you take the cranes out of the equation. Now, here's a break for Limavady. He's through on goal with chance to get a shot away, and he hesitated, and that hesitation cost Limavady the chance to go a goal to the good. And it was Casey Burns who just for a moment looked like he was in one-on-one on the goalkeeper, and just when he thought he was going to take the shot away, took the extra touches, and that allowed the defenders to get back and get the foot in. However, it is a corner. Ball driven in towards the middle of the goal. There's a shot on here. But now the break is on for Hillsborough and the referee's called play back. I'm not quite sure what he's seeing here. We have a Hillsborough player lying on his back just on the touchline. I'm not entirely sure what happened. I didn't see too much of what went on. He's claiming he took a knock to the back of the head. So Hillsborough were in possession of the football. The referee telling Burns to step back a bit. And now the ball all the way back with Matthew Brady in goal for Limavady. It's an intriguing game, this. It's a 50-50 toss-up to decide on who you thought would run out winners would be. And that should be a corner to Limavady, and not for the first time this afternoon. The referee has totally disagreed with my assessment and he's awarded Hillsborough a goal kick. Goalkeeper there for Hillsborough, really quickly off his line. Con Houston's done well in goal. Here come Hillsborough now. A chance for Zach Quayton. He steps inside. Jack finds a teammate. And Limavady get plenty of players back and are able to just smother that attack. And Hillsborough working hard to win the ball back again. Halfway inside the Limavady half. The shot was a team effort in the end. You're sort of getting into territory now where no one wants to make a mistake. You make a mistake now and there's virtually no time to get back into the game and do anything about it. Plenty of players forward for Limavady. It's a decent effort. Not so much an overhead kick, but acrobatics none the same. But again, Con Houston in goal was perfectly placed. The game flowing from one end to the other. Matthew Brady this time excelling himself in goal for Limavady. And the referee blows the whistle, and again it's a halt in play. And this time we're up at the other end. And we have a Limavady player down. We're not sure if it's cramp or... Yep. I feel we may need another change here. Now they should be applauded. They have given everything, both sets of players in this game. As we head towards the final few minutes of this first moment of extra time. And the referee, by rights, will give the ball back to the Limavady, who had control of the ball. Zach Creighton taking instructions from the referee just to make sure that he didn't try to gain an advantage. Again, good chasing by Casey Burns, who hasn't really put a foot wrong this afternoon. Speaking of good jobs, Matthew Brady's done all right in goal for Limavady. Services may be required if Hillsborough can do something positive from this throw-in on the far side. There's a ball driven in, charged down though. We will get a second bite at it. Worked very hard to get possession of the second ball. Oh, there's a player at the back post, and that was unfortunate. Casey Burns just couldn't get a contact in the ball, and the referee has blown and brought the end of this first period of extra time to a halt. And there's where we are. We're still at 1 each, with just 10 minutes separating ourselves from that all-important penalties which will decide the game. And very little time afforded to the players during the interval. It's more or less it should be more or less a straight turnaround, but they are afforded a little time to get some fluids on board. So it's that time where you're being encouraged to leave absolutely nothing behind and leave it all on the football pitch. The referee gets the final phase, shall we say, of extra time underway. Oh, good feet from Charlie Bland. Still has possession of the football. He's making strides up the pitch. Eventually he's brought down. And is that number 7, Aidan McGuinness, being the first recipient of a yellow card? Seems not. Seems the referee is happy just to award the free kick. It just looked like Charlie Bland was running out of room and had overrun the ball. McGuinness stuck the leg out and brought him down. So Charlie Wilson now with a free kick for Hillsborough. Right footed. Teasing towards the back post. Keeper comes out. Good hands. Dumps the ball forward. Now the goalkeeper's come a long way out of goal and read the conditions perfectly did Con Houston. You'd actually think that he's perhaps spent some time between the sticks in a previous team or a previous life, because he's done well in goal, deputising for Matthew Heatley, the Hillsborough goalkeeper who had to leave us due to injury. Referee blows, gives Limavady the free kick there. Casey Burns looking to take the free quickly, but was prevented to do so. But the Limavady coach this side had something else in mind. He wants the goalkeeper to drive this one deep and encourages Casey Burns to get forward and make a nuisance of himself in the 18-yard box. Here comes the free kick from Matthew Brady. A little bit far too much on it, and that's the price you pay. And the clothing word by some of the fans here today, and indicative of the conditions out there, because the t-shirts have gone and been replaced by the woolly cardigans and the big coats. Here's O'Neill, wins himself a corner, this near side for Limavady. Do we have a hero here this afternoon? Someone who'll remember a moment perhaps for the rest of their lives. The number 9, Casey Burns, with the corner kick for Limavady. Burns drives the ball in, and just over the bar. Referees, I think he's given another corner. Same corner, same side, and more of the same required. Burns again. Last ball was tantalising. Is this one similar? And it comes. Yep, right down the throat of the goalkeeper, but defender's doing well this time to hook the ball away. Here come Limavady, a chance to get a shot on goal. Doesn't take the opportunity. Feeds the ball out to Burns. Hooks the ball back in again. And again, let Hillsborough clear their lines. The ball didn't go out though. It's gone out now though. Doherty taking the throw in. Just holds it up for the time being. Gives Bobby Walsh an opportunity. Obviously he can throw it longer, which he does. And it's as you were. And Walsh does get an opportunity to throw the ball in. The referee's assistant on the far side, quick to raise the flag, which of course can only mean one thing: Limavady in an offside position. Well, we're getting increasingly into the territory of the second match here at Dungannon, to be decided on penalty kicks. And last time Limavady drew a game of football, it was away to Coleraine, where both teams failed to score. It finished 0 each. And Limavady do get a shot away. And that was just for a moment, that had Colin Houston scrambling. And he managed to get himself down quickly to his left-hand side and get possession of the ball. The longer this goes, the more I just get the impression that both teams are running out of ideas. Throw into Hillsborough. They're keen to get on with it. Casey Burns breaking up the play. Now that was quite cynical. What's the referee see here? Again, he's just given the free kick to Limavady before making his mind up to bring one of the trainers on to deal with the casualty, who did commit the foul and may be lucky to not receive a yellow card. Now, can Matthew Brady do anything better with this set play? Last time he got far too much on it. There's slightly more finesse required. And that's better, but it still ends up in the grasp of Con Houston. And that looked like it bounced off the shin. And the referee calls the game to its conclusion. Well, as far as normal time and extra time is concerned, what we do have in prospect now is a final to be decided by penalty kicks. And if you're a fan, well, plenty for you to look forward to. It has finished here. Hillsborough boys 1, Limavady United 1. It was a tight game, and both sides giving decent accounts of themselves. But now it's down to, shall we say, the slightly braver to put their arm in the air and decide that they're going to take one. And it's a game of where you can go from 0 to hero in a relatively short period of time. Or the other way around, of course. Being entertained there by the referee's dancing skills. So both captains join the referee to decide who's going to go first and at which end. And captain for Hillsborough boys, Ross Neal. Looks like he won the toss. And we're going to be moving up to the goal on our left, with Limavady taking the penalty kicks first. And I could have sworn I seen Casey Burns picking the ball up and heading up towards the box. Yep, indeed it is. And kind of one more time remind you that we have a replacement keeper in goal here for Hillsborough, Con Houston, the man charged with keeping out Limavady. Casey Burns, an indication of how strong the wind is. It's actually moving the ball off the spot with quite some tempo, I might add. Burns steps up, no problem at all. First blood, Limavady. So Charlie Wilson steps up for Hillsborough. It's number 18 first number 1. Let's see what he can do. Wilson, right footed. Great penalty. One each. He made that look easy. And it may look easy, but believe me, it just looks that way. It's now the turn of Zach McCahan. Number 5 McCahan versus Con Houston. And again, a great penalty. Keeper went the right way. 2-1. Limavady. And Charlie Bland striding forward now to take the penalty on behalf of Hillsborough. Remember, 5 penalties each. And if all are converted, sudden death to decide the winner of this under 16s plate final. Charlie Bland steps up. Right footed, no mistake. Picks his spot, sends the keeper the right way. 2-2. Now the turn of Bobby Walsh. And Limavady taking their 3rd penalty kick. 2 penalties each. And what can Walsh do? Left footed, and it's saved this time. He more or less telegraphed that to Con Houston, who makes the first save of the afternoon. And it's 3-2 Hillsborough. If, and that's a big if, Number 15, Francis McCulloch, can convert this penalty. Let's see what he can do. Don't you just love the antics of goalkeepers as they try to play mind games with the striker of the ball? Ah, no mistake. That was a good penalty. And it's now Hillsborough who have the advantage. And Daniel Waka is the man charged with a penalty that he must actually score. Let's see what he can do. Makes it look easy. There's Jay Burrell, the goal scorer. Steps up and thumps the ball. I do believe he actually missed. I'm having trouble. It's actually moved quicker. I came back out of the net from the side of the net quicker than anything I've seen in my life. I do believe he missed that one, so it's all tied here. Short run up. Right into the roof of the net, no mistake. Great penalty. And Rogers made that look easy. And now we're into the territory of sudden death. Zach Creighton stepping up for Hillsborough boys. Words of encouragement aimed at Matthew Brady in goal for Limavady. Oh, keeper almost got to that. He picked the right side. He just didn't get down as quick as perhaps the ball went underneath him. And now the turn of number 12 for Limavady, young Connolly. Slightly longer run up. He's going to go left footed. And with the help of the underside of the bar, the ball goes into the back of the net. Keeper given no chance. That went in like a bullet. So it's keeper on keeper. Here comes Con Houston. Straight into the corner. Great penalty. Well, it looks to me like the Limavady goalkeeper has decided that he doesn't want to take a penalty kick. Who can blame him? Adrian McGuinness now. McGuinness hits it. Again, dispatches it past the left hand of the goalkeeper. Another great penalty kick. It's the number 20 for Hillsborough boys. It's his turn. To match his intelligence against the goalkeeper. Oh, and the keeper almost saved it. He got plenty on it, but unable to keep the ball out of the back of the net. And that was Isaac Laurie scoring for Hillsborough. Leon Connolly now for Limavady. What do you think? Is that the stride of a confident young man? Short run up, left footed. Leon Connolly, and he skied it. Over the bar it went, which means this next penalty will decide if Hillsborough boys are the under-16s plate final winners for 2023-24. And that player charged with taking this is the number 12, Scott. He steps up, slots it home. And that brings us to the end of the match. Congratulations to the under-16s and plate final winners and champions for today, Hillsborough boys. Thank you and good afternoon.